It's like I gotta do two channel messages today. Y'all want me to do two channel messages today? For what? I'm hearing this channel message is gonna be very lethal for my ops. So, and the first channel message I did today, we had a tarot reader, y'all, make a fake account to try to troll me and then ask me for help. It like if that don't tell you God is real, I don't know what to tell you. A couple hours after that message, it's like God showed me something symbolically. Like you could have had a falling out with somebody. You see, someone doesn't want you to have the gifts that you have. Like obviously, the haterade. Like in regards to, let me use the correct terminology. It's like somebody wish that you didn't have your gifts so they can have your gifts, but if they never witnessed you use your gifts, they wouldn't even know it was like a gift. Like I don't like. It's just like you could have had a falling out with somebody, and it's so ironic. Someone didn't want you to have something that blesses your life and other people's lives, but they fell out with you or tried to make you fall out with another person. And but howsoever it's getting them caught up. Your enemies might be laying low right now, but they're getting caught up for something. And the same, and the way that they like you fell out with somebody is the same way that is going. How I explain it? The way you fell out with somebody is the same reason of why and how they're going to be exposed. Ironically, so let's let's continue. Because I told y'all I had a whole bunch of messages I'm trying to get out. Like, I just literally started getting to the, getting to certain messages I was very happy to get towards. Like, by the time the Cinderella, I just need y'all to know, by the time the Cinderella message makes it up here, when I say the biggest confirmation in the spiritual community is going to happen, y'all going to see what I said, I've been saying coming to fruition. Now, I could have waited an hour to do this message. I'll start, and let's see. Thursday, January 15th, 2026 at 4:58 a.m. in regards to Sagittarius, Capricorn, Cancer, and Scorpio zodiac embodiment. In regards to the Sagittarius embodiment of parent-teacher travel, in regards to something new, trust your intuition, significant changes in regards to dream life, Oshan, if you believe in that, very significant value and or self-worth in regards to a miracle coming in the form of a blessing, protection, in regards to a maternal mother figure, abundance reincarnation, taking what you have, making more what you need. In regards to your seventh, your first, your fifth, your second, your sixth, your fourth, and eighth house placements. Govern and Govan, Govan, Govan in the comment section talking about no ways Lil Durk. I was listening to Lil Durk the other day, so I listened to Lil Durk, was it yesterday? What song was it? Rest in peace. Like, I don't listen to Lil. I ain't gonna hold you just because geographically and how I grew up and stuff like that. Like, Lil Durk is not a stranger to where I'm from. So like, I'm not saying I ever met him, but I'm just saying like, based on my environment, I was just having a conversation. It's so interesting. All right, so before I get into the message, right? So because maybe this has something to do with something. Um, there's been this guy that's been trying to talk to me. Like, I was just explaining how I don't know who this guy is, but like he came up to me. This dude came up to me like, mind you, he looked like he older than me, right? And I don't mind older guys, you know, that's kind of my type. So like, I ain't say elderly now. I said older guy. So So this guy came up to me. He was like, "Yeah, I told you I was gonna get my phone fixed. I ain't forget about you this and third." I don't know when he told me that because I don't remember the dude. So, but I'm just all right. I'm just being nice and everything like that. He was like, "Yeah." He's just talking to me, really being real cool, being real nice, like very polite, gentleman. He even bought me some things from the store. So like, I'm just like, all right, because I like where this is going, but I was like, it's all right, you can talk to him, like not like talk to him like that because, but it's like he wanna court you a little bit. He wanna give you what you need. You can talk to him. You don't gotta do nothing more than that, nothing more, nothing less. So I'm talking to him, and he being real polite. So I keep seeing him, and then like I have this I don't know. He was talking. He was around a bunch of guys, right? He was around a bunch of guys, and then he was just like, "Hey, it's such and such. You related to such and such," and like talking about my Aquarius sibling. So I'm just like, I ain't seen nothing at first because I'm still trying to figure out who you is. He gave me his government name, so you feel me? So like, I'm just like, all right. I'm thinking that I kid you not, I thought this nigga was like 30, 40 years old, the way he looked. So he was like, "Yeah, I used to go to school with your sibling," and I'm like, "You used to go to school, so then so basically because that's my younger sibling, so I'm just like, nigga, you younger than me, you look old." Like in my mind, I'm like, "You look old as shit, nigga." Like I'm just like, "Dang." But he was like, "Nah, I had mad respect for her. I had mad respect for her." Yeah, because like I tell you all the time, like sometimes you could tell sometimes when I'm talking to y'all, it might like that kind of them characteristics might come up sometime. But like it's I mean like I learned from my environment. I'm African, but I learned from my environment. I grew up in middle class to lower class environments, urban environments. So like I got a side to be but like you rarely will see it because I have evolved. I have elevated. So like you don't want to see that side of me. So like, dude, he like, yeah, he talking about he talking about some throwback stuff. He like, yeah, this and third. Then he started telling me, yeah, he is Zoe. Like, you don't know what Zoe mean? He Haitian. So like, he's like, your sister, she already know how we get down. He said, man, we like she one phone call, she already know how we come to the center. I'm not gonna say what he said verbatim on his app. I'm like, yeah, you know how we get down. Da, 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 da. But I was like, I was telling her, I'd rather give it to God. I'd rather like handle, like God handle my problem because like, not problem because God forbid I don't have any problem. But like, if a problem was to outside of me try to occur towards me, I'll just give that situation to God because in my life, what I learned, although growing up in an urban environment, although I'm gonna answer y'all questions. Just give me a moment. Let me just get this out. So I was telling the guy, cause he like a little hoodster. So I was telling the guy, I'm like, man, I remember them days where like somebody fuck with me, somebody give me any problems. I'll make one phone call. I have multiple resources. I mean, I still does. I can call somebody if I need help. But I'll call some like people don't understand how I used to like I was sparing them last year. I make one phone call, niggas. So I was just like, yeah, yeah, yeah. We already know how we get down. He was like, yeah. He was just talking about how he respect me so much. Also, and like he said, I really need anything to send there. I'm like, yeah, yeah, yeah. But I'm like, give it to God because like what I've seen, like, yeah, if I want to, I can call somebody up and we can get it handled. But when I see God, when I call on God to fix situations for me, like you don't even understand. Like you might understand, but you don't even understand. I pray to God about certain scenarios, and I've seen like I like for example, not to be funny or nothing like that. I had an issue with this one particular man. I'm not going to even like describe this nigga. I had this particular issue with this man, and I just gave it to God, and like within 5 to 6 months, right? Like because what I realized with God is like you gotta like if you give it to God to handle the situation, you gotta forget about the situation. You gotta let it go. You gotta forgive the situation. Like that's how God gonna work on your behalf because if you still thinking about the situation or it's still making you upset, like God is like not gonna show you the magnitude of how hard He gonna go for you. I had a problem with this one nigga. And it was a situation where I should have been mad like for a very long time. I should have called a nigga up like for real. And what I did was I gave the situation to God, and within 5 to 6 months, um, with the time frame of when I didn't see him, and then somebody had came into to talk to me about like some of this stuff, and then that person got brought up in conversation. Mind you, I wasn't even asking about that. I wasn't even asking about the nigga, and the nigga came up in conversation, and what I heard that nigga was going through, losing out on career opportunities. Nobody want to fuck with that nigga. Nigga losing money. His resource. When I was like, it was a list of shit, of terrible shit going on with this nigga for it to be only 5 months. You would think, oh, one problem each month for that nigga would be enough. It was so bad. The shit I was hearing about the nigga who tried to do me wrong previously. And I gave the situation to God, like low key, I was like, dang, I low key feel bad, but I was like, no, I don't. God don't. I was like, I like God forgive me. I do not feel bad. Do what you got to do. And it just I kept hearing more stuff. It just kept getting worse and worse for that nigga. I was like, dang. When I tell you, you give the situation to God, when you give the the comment section, y'all is funny. So like, yeah, so like. That it's like that conversation with that previous nigga, like not previous nigga, that conversation with that nigga that was, got me some stuff in the store and stuff like that. And then he was talking to me, he talked about if I need anything. It's like he was trying to take me symbolically back to my past, and I've been seeing this reoccurring thing. I'm like, it's 2026. Why the fuck would I go all the way back to 2012, 2013? Like no, like no, like the people from that time frame, I don't even fuck with those people. I'm not talking to those people. I don't care to talk to those people. It is, but it is because where I am now and where them other people are, like even mentally, it's just like, so like, what about the time? What about the time? So when Lil Durk came on my playlist the other day, yesterday actually, like rest in peace, the Tuga. I don't remember what that song. That's how much I don't even listen to Lil Durk anymore. So when I heard that, I was like, "Bet I know," because that guy he started on my past. Matter of fact, let me tell you what happened the other day. Let me tell you what happened yesterday. Actually, so I was listening to Lil Durk. Peep game. This might be significant. I was in Lil Durk when I went out to do an errand yesterday, and that song had came on, and it was like I was listening to it. This is why I don't listen to Lil Durk like that, because like the energy of his music, and what he's all about. So I'm just like, when it came on, it was like I felt like I was back in those like that, like in that mindset for a little bit, like back in the day when I used to get down with some people. So I was just like, dang, I'm like get down, but to get down, I wasn't like I was just around certain type of people. When you're in an urban environment, you'll know somebody and stuff like that. Yeah, take it over there, over there. All right, I said over there. Thank you. Don't worry. Now, what was I about to say? So yeah, so yesterday, so like, so in certain areas, I don't know about y'all, it was snowing or whatever the case may be. So like, mind you, so this is the most ironic thing. So mind you, like, when I was younger, being the other child, I always had to like help shovel like the front and the back of the home, help shovel out the cars as a kid and everything like that. And I'll be like the only one doing this shit. It's a lot of shit when I was younger I had to do myself. So when I got in my selfish era, or how you want to say it, put myself first, I'm like, listen, I was doing a lot of shit from a young age. So and taking on other people's responsibilities, burdens. So when I got to my selfish area few years ago, I said I put a stop to a whole bunch of shit. For a few years, I wasn't cooking Thanksgiving. I used to cook Thanksgiving myself, whole meal, turkey and all. I used to like do certain shit like shoveling the front and back of the home, shoving out people's cars and shit like that. That I ain't necessarily had to do. It wasn't for me. Howsoever, yesterday, I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna help out. So I was thankful enough, to God that I didn't have to shovel the front and back of the house. We had the men do that, but I did go help shovel out, my family members' cars and shit like that. I ain't gonna hold you. It was a lot of snow to be shoveling through. I ain't gonna hold you. Like I haven't, I like that the type of snow that we got the other day. I haven't seen that amount of snow in a couple of years. I ain't gonna hold you. So fast forward, one of my neighbors that came. It was so interesting. I should have peeped game when we shoveling. I seen one of my neighbors. I ain't gonna hold you. This one particular neighbor, like, when I was going through something a few years ago, and especially when I was starting American Heritage Society, like I was getting into divination, all types of shit. I was researching a whole bunch of stuff, and like I was in a good mind state because like what I went through, a lot of people wouldn't be able to go through. Howsoever, like I'm just saying, long story short, like the bitch, excuse my language, God, but like you know what I'm saying. The bitch basically wanted me to date her son. It was like this weird thing with my neighbors. I guess like my parents had like this weird thing when we was younger, like oh we might get married to the neighbors or something like that. It'd be cute or something like that. Like I would never with that nigga. So So basically, a situation happened where like I was basically like, no, like the fuck, you like no, you're not going to disrespect me. So I stopped talking to like all of them, and then the neighbor mother figure had got mad that I didn't want to date her son or whatever the case may be. But like he got a bad temper anyway, so it was like bitch, like, and I'm no shade, no shade. I don't blame that like him for having a bad temper to a certain extent because like you know certain foreign families they don't know how to talk to their children, and then that translates to characteristics that they inherit. So like, to clock that. So those shit gets the nigga, but like his mama a fake bitch. I ain't gonna hold. Anywho's, so like that the nigga mother had came outside, started talking to my Aquarius sibling, and I peep game. I ain't say shit to her because she know like a few years back. But now I'll be like chill. Like she used to try to put the cameras facing towards our home on some weird nosy shit. I'll be in the backyard. She be on the phone. Like this is previously. I'd be previously in the backyard. She'd be on the phone talking about, oh, she's exercising today. Oh, she's dancing today. Like on some weird, and like she won't even be discreet about it, just right there, like talk, like who you talking to? Because like in my mind, I'm like, bitch, I don't fuck with you because you don't fuck with me, and how am I supposed to know you're not on the phone with a voodoo priest or some shit, bitch? Like that's why what the fuck happened to her? What happened to her? So anyways, she had came outside, so I ain't saying nothing to her. My sister sitting over there talking to her like they're the best of friends. I'm like, with everything going on with the Scorpio witch, because the Scorpio witch, it has been more cool with that mother figure neighbor rather than like my family. Like my family, we keep it pushing. We might say greet, salutations, keep it the fuck pushing. We don't really talk to them no more. Especially, I really think it's because like her son had disrespected me, and then like they just kind of my family just kind of stopped talking to them. But them, the Scorpio witch bitch aunt, when she seen we stopped talking to them, all of a sudden she wants to start talking to them. Now, mind you, this is why this is significant because the Scorpio witch bitch aunt, as soon as she started talking to them, that mother figure, mind you, she was a nurse or she's a nurse, whatever the case may be. She had got cancer, and then right after that, my uncle, the Scorpio witch bitch husband, had previously had gotten cancer. They both beat it, but like I'm just peep game. You know what I'm saying? That's what happened when two flaw ass bitches link together. Y'all need to know that. Anywho's, so when she had came out there, I ain't talked to her when we shoveling the snow out and stuff like that. My sister was talking to her, and I peeped game. I'm like, when the fuck she started talking to her? So that's when the other neighbor came out. And I talked to y'all about him before. Like he the crackhead, drunk ass nigga that lived next door. I never really used to talk to him. Another reason I used to talk to him because he had family members I don't really fuck with. So like, and then once again, my sister said still be fucking with people, talking to people that I don't really necessarily be cool with. So like, I just been. So I speak to him because he seemed more cool, like I'll speak to him rather than the other bitch. But like now I'm not speaking to both of them because after I walked over the case may be. My sister said like I don't know why the neighbor the next door lady was talking to me like I don't even fuck with her like that, but the way she was talking to her was like they cool, they've been cool for a long time. So like it's not about like somebody you cool with is playing fake cool with somebody else, knowing that you're not cool with them. And it's like be an individual. You can talk to whoever you want to talk to, but like just peep game because somebody can act that way with somebody and knowing that they don't like them. So fast forward, same day yesterday after shoveling out the snow, I went to go get me a drinky drink, right? While I was running errands, I went to go get me a drinky drink, whatever the case may be. And I saw the crackhead neighbor nigga next door, and he seen me. He was like, "Oh my gosh, like that's my." Every time I see him, he always trying to announce to everybody like, "Yeah, that's my neighbor. That's my neighbor." Mind you, like I just be like, so like always thought it was weird he did that, but fast forward, so he offered to buy my stuff from the store. I'm like, hey, if you want to get it, go ahead and get it. Now, previously, I'm not the type of person that was just like let people just like, even if, like I don't know certain people. I was just like, you don't gotta do that to stand third. But I just came into this era where it's just like, if a nigga say he want to do something for me, why would I stop him from doing something for me? I'm gonna take that as a blessing from God. So for a moment, I didn't really want him to get something because like one of the reasons why I never like men, whether they like flirting with me, whatever the case may be, to be buying stuff from me previously, is because I feel like then they feel entitled to being owed something, like I owe them something. But like watching my youngest sibling, Aquarius, like she be doing that shit to niggas. So I'm like, so if she can do it, like why fuck I can't do it? And then I don't owe the nigga nothing. So like if you want to buy me shit, buy me shit. So he bought my shit. But the funny thing is, he said he left his money in the car. So I was like, all right. So he quickly went to go to the car to go get what he needed. Then while he was at the car getting what he needed, I had got me something else, and I was like, hurry up before you get here. And I purchased my own shit because I was like, I don't know, it just made me feel better about the situation. So I purchased my own shit. And I let him come back and buy the other shit. Nigga come in the store talking about he went to go pull out his credit card. Nigga said he went to go pull out his credit card. Not he didn't go to go get physical cash. That means this nigga used his line of credit to go purchase something for me. That means he's going to have to pay back later. Keep that in mind. So I thanked him for what he got me. He's like, yeah, you cool, this and third. Like, I'll never disrespect you. You my neighbor. Da, da, da. I'm like, all right. So I'm leaving out the store. I think he pressed me with a guy. He was like, where you headed? Where you going? I said, I'm going, back towards my house and stuff like that. He was like, all right, I'm going back home too. Mind just my neighbor. Um, um, this nigga like so come to find out he like in his 50s. So he's like, all right, let me give you a ride home. I'm like, this is my neighbor. I'm not thinking nothing of it. Nigga offered me a ride. I thought about it for a moment. I wanted to say nah, but I'm like, if he drive home and I walk home, like I'm just like, all right, like and mind you, I was not far from my home at all. So I'm like, all right, I get in the car yesterday. I know first thing I noticed the car is super fucking clean. And nothing wrong with a clean car. Like, don't get me wrong. It was super fucking clean. Like like you ever seen them shows when the detectives come in and they peep how fucking clean it is, and they be like, and that's when they find out that they done bleached it down and shit. I'm just like, I'm looking at it, I'm like, no, that shit too fucking clean. I'm like, because he got younger kids and everything like that. I'm like, this shit too fucking clean. I'm like, all right. Then the next thing, I try to pull the seatbelt on. Seatbelt like stuck to the motherfucking chair. I'm like, but I'm like, all right. No worries, no worries. We pull up close to the house. Before we pull up close to the house, he pull up in front of the precinct. He pull up in front of the precinct, stop the whole car in the middle of the street, like I'll never disrespect you. I'd never disrespect you. I like just keep reiterating how he would never disrespect me. I'm like, all right. I'm like, all right, let's go. Then we pull up. Like he pull up like in front of my home. I'm like, all right. I'm about to get the car. He's like, no. I'm about to go park over there. This and there. I'm like, why would I would never let you illusions baby in the comment section ever try to. I'm glad you think this is a bonnet first and foremost. That means it looks very elegant. Second, I would never let you bar anything that touches my head. I'm like, Your name is illusions in the in the comment section. I don't got time for that shit. Fuck off. Anyway, you gotta purchase your own shit, ho. But to be honest, maybe I should buy make some bonnets and have you purchase it for me, ho. Now, back to what I was saying. So he pulled up in front of my house. I'm trying to get out the car. He's like, "No, I'm about to go park." I'm like, "Why would I?" I literally said it like that. I'm like, "Why would I stay in the car when you're in front of my house and I could just leave out the car and you can just go park your car?" And he was like, "There ain't no parking over here." And that's when I realized something was wrong. I should have just got the car then. So I'm like, "All right, go park the car." I'm thinking about to park the car around the corner. Soon as that bitch hit the corner, he made a joke about kidnapping me. When I say this nigga gonna get fucked up, this nigga about to get fucked up. This nigga about I like that's the time I should have called. This nigga about to get fucked up. Why you would think the kidnapping thing is a fucked up statement to make, but I've previously had my own ordeals in regards to kidnapping. So and they've all had to bring me the fuck home each and every time. Like God don't play about me. I had niggas try to kidnap me and they had to bring me the fuck back home. And except for one time where I had to find a ride back. But anyways, that shit don't work with me. That shit don't work with me. And I'm just looking at this nigga. This nigga kept trying to touch on me, touch my leg, he kept trying to touch on me. This nigga tried to take me far the fuck out. Not that far, but he tried to take me away from my home. I think he was trying to see cause he's 50. He was trying to take me to secluded areas so he can see if I was gonna get down with the get down. I'm looking. I'm just playing nice with him. I'm playing nice with him. I have my own in the back of my mind. I'm like, this nigga touch me any type of way, I'm going to beat this nigga the fuck up in the car. I was not fucking playing, and I'm not a violent person, but if you're gonna try to put me in harm's way and danger, I'm gonna make sure you get got. I don't give a fuck. Now, whether in the right way of doing things. So, the nigga tried to fake kidnap me and then bring me, and then he brought me back to my home. And then but before he did that, he pulled up in front of the precinct again. I'm like, when I say God don't play about me, it's so funny. He was even talking to me, and I'm like, yeah, you know that place you be at. Everybody be telling me they fuck with you, this and third. They know you. You keep telling them you my neighbor and this and third. I'm like, yeah, them niggas you just in there, yeah, they know me, this and third. I'm like, yeah, I need you to know that everybody that was in that bitch that you tried to fake kidnap me from, they know I left with you. They know they gonna fucking know, bitch. I was not fucking playing. So that's when he dropped me off home. Then he gonna follow me to my. He tried to follow me to my house, and this was the best part of the whole situation. Not only this nigga tried to fake kidnap me, this nigga came to in front of my home, and because he was drunk and completely embarrassed himself. This nigga was yelling for all my neighbors to hear. He said if I would get you pregnant. He's like, I could get you pregnant. I could get you pregnant. All just kept saying that shit. I'm just like. I'm like, sir. I know the neighbors just hearing this shit. Yo, he's like, and then while he was saying that wild that shit, embarrassing himself, he just kept giving me compliments, so for the whole neighborhood to hear. So it's a situation going to happen where a nigga is going to embarrass himself by trying to do something negative towards you, but it's actually going to give you your flowers. It's actually going to make people realize how much of a good person you are. It's actually going to make people realize that you about your shit. That you're on task. You're doing what you're supposed to be doing, and a fucking nigga mishandles you, basically. So that was yesterday. Let's read the comment section real quick. I'm not obvious at Mr. Dirk. Rosalina Liang called that nigga Mr. Bean. He said, "Give me a rap, Lil Durk." Yo, Lil Durk be beating cases. Wait, is he still on the case? Because I don't want to. I'll take that energy. Angus Govan said, "You from Scotland? You love my music? Thank you." Oh yeah, Thank you. I read all. You said, oh my God, you said my lyricism is nice. Thank you. I really appreciate that. I actually take time to write my own music, so I really appreciate that. Cameron in the comment section talking about, can you sub? I don't. I don't really. You said, yo, what's up? Can I sub? I don't really know what sub means. Like, if that's subscribe, yeah. Ooh, not Autumn, not Autumn, not Autumn. Autumn was my favorite people that come in the comment section. I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't have a bestie in a long time. So, oh, what happened to the? Autumn, so, oh, what happened to the one, the ex, the Leo? The ex was not a Leo. The ex was a was a Virgo. The Leo ex, dang, did I ever date a Leo? Well, the Virgo technically is a Leo, but howsoever. Man. Oh, so Autumn, let me give you the update. What happened with me in the Virgo, right? Hold on, hold on. Because Autumn, I was popping all that shit about the Virgo. I mean, I was wrong about nothing I said, but howsoever. Me and the Virgo, God told me to make amends with the Virgo. And then a business opportunity had came, and it was very successful. Like, God told me, make amends with the Virgo. I didn't want to, but I'm like, God, if you told me to do it, I'm gonna do it. I made amends with him. He tried to fig, but it felt. I ain't gonna hold you. It felt so good for somebody that I used to be like in a toxic love situation with, to deny that person for sex, and actually I felt so good about that shit. That nigga wanted to fuck. I was just trying to make amends, but like in retrospect, so see what had happened was, I was at an event and I needed cash. Whoever the event didn't take Apple Pay, for whatever the case may be, and I needed cash, so I had to go to the local Walgreens and get cash back. And they was talking about you need to buy certain products, and at the time it was like, mind you, this was before the holiday season last year, and they had for whatever reason they had Valentine's Day gifts at Walgreens, like in December. Excuse me. Issue for your enemies. On Valentine's Day. I already got a confirmation about that earlier today, but I'm gonna talk about it. So it was December. They had Valentine's Day gifts. It was like $6 or something. It was like $6 something. So I just got that, so I could get my cash back, whatever the case may be. And I kept seeing people in the store that was mimicking my ex that was a Capricorn and the Virgo ex, and I was just like, all right, God told me to make amends with him, so I messaged him after the event, and then that's when he was like, yeah, I want to see you this and third. I'm just like, hey, I got you a gift, because I ain't talked to him in months. I had him on block and everything like that. Nigga gonna tell me, yo, that nigga was flexing. Nigga gonna tell me, I didn't know you had me on block. I didn't know you was mad at me. He the fuck knew. He the fuck dude. I don't know why niggas be acting like that, but it was so interesting because all the shit I was telling y'all in the previous message, Autumn, that all the shit that I was complaining about, praying to God about when I was dating that man, but I didn't really have no proof. Everything got confirmed, and as soon as I made amends with him, literally the day I made amends with my ex-lover, everything he lied about it just literally just all clicked, all the confirmation. I was just like, dang, I had a right to be mad at this nigga. So God is good. And then he actually gave me, when I gave him I told him I had a gift for him, and then he told me he had a gift for me, and then it was like a business situation. So it all worked out for really good. Now, yes, give it to God. Give it to God. Thank you, Autumn. Matt, who is Taco Swag? Who is Taco Swag in the comment section? First of all, that is a very interesting name. There's only 2 tacos I know of. Taco, you unemployed? He said Taco talking about the massive day for unemployment. You know what's interesting? I was just dang. I forgot. I was said I was about to talk to y'all about something, but anyway. But like, I was having a conversation with my Aquarius sibling. If you want to get into politics real quick, right? So she was talking about like the first thing she was talking to me about coming into the new year. She was like, she kept joking about like the weather. She was like, yeah, you know, Trump and that weather machine, Trump and that weather machine, and I ain't really say nothing. But then when this, like, all right, I don't know where y'all at, but when it previously snowed, right? It previously snowed like 2 or 3 times. Like the previous snow was like the most snow we had got for the year. So like before that, it snowed 2 times before that, and I remember the days that it snowed. I don't know about y'all. Did anybody peep? It was type. It wasn't like warm, summer warm and nothing like that, but it was type warm for it to be snowing previously. And that's when I knew something the fuck was up. Cause my son was joking about Trump and that weather machine. And I was just like, you know what? It was warm while it was snowing. I was like, something not right with that. But then all of a sudden it just started snowing like out of nowhere. Now when all this stuff in regard to politics and tariffs and these other countries and trying to seize land and stuff like that happen, all of a sudden it started snowing. I'm like, anywho, so like my sister was talking about the Aquarius. She was talking about how she said something about she was like, I think the government trying to do something, this and the third. I'm like, well, I have a theory about that. Because she was talking about Trump and that, what's it called? That stimulus he trying to give us. Last year Trump said he was gonna give us a stimulus for like $2,000, stuff like that. And remember the last time Trump gave us a stimulus, it was for like that COVID shit. God forbid, don't do that again. So, howsoever, I was telling my Aquarius sister, but I think that Trump planned ahead for another event to happen in this 2026. But I don't think it's gonna be like COVID in regards to people getting sick necessarily. I think it's something in regards to like a false martial law type of situation going on. It's just a scenario. It might be business related. It's gonna be a scenario where he's gonna like want to do something in regards to like keeping us all in the house again, and that's what I don't know if that weather machine joke has some validity to it, but it was very interesting. Um, you said I look like the Who from Whoville? Well, Mike Hawk didn't say I technically look like the Who from Whoville. He said, "Do I know who the person is?" But them Whoville characters be kind of cute. You said my mouth too small. That's why I'll never touch your dick, bitch. But that's about me. Anywho, let's get into it really well. All right, so message. Your motherly instincts bring you finances for how you communicate and express your spiritual values. Notes. Someone loves you. Someone didn't want you to know this. Something about the morning. Something about the chin. When I think about the chin, I think of either the Crimson Chin or Natalie Nunn. Something about no negativity in my little life. Something about men in or of a family. Something about third generation. Something about someone's body, urban environment. We playing basketball. We playing basketball. That movie, I think where Lil Bow was is. So somebody could have said they was going somewhere, they was traveling somewhere. You remember when Bow Wow said he was on a jet somewhere and they found out like he was on a commercial plane. I don't know what. Oh, father figure was. I see him possessive for a moment. I don't somebody possessive of you, father figure. Father figure was passive, very dismissive personality. So I had this dream the other day. Y'all. Basically, I'm gonna just tell you what the dream was about, and then I'll get into the notes. Basically, in the dream, it was 3 men. It was a father figure, the eldest son, and like the youngest son. Like almost like 3 generations of men. They the father figure was like lighter skin complexion, small build, hood nigga. These is hood nigga type shit. This is the urban environment they could possibly live in. it's like they owned or they have like a family business in regards to like a car and or garage shop, and like the eldest son was asking the father figure. It's like they was having like some sort of argument, dispute, or something like that in regards to the father figure. Like this eldest son wanted the father to do something in specific in regards to possibly the business or something like that, and the father figure like, I ain't trying to hear all that. I ain't trying to hear all that. Then afterwards, that situation, it's like those same three men, the father figure, the eldest son, the youngest son, they went to a basketball court. When they went to a basketball court, it was more like family bonding time, recreational play, and stuff like that. These three men, the father figure, the eldest son, and the youngest son. And while they was on the basketball court, it was at nighttime for a reason. And at the basketball court, the eldest son brought up this topic in regards to business again that he wanted his father to do. His mind, all right. So boom, this father figure, real quick. He was wearing a wife beater shirt. If you don't know what that means, the white tank top shirts. So like I don't know if this lighter skin complexion father figure, small build man, might be abusive to women in any type of way. Just take the message how it resonates. So the other son brought up that topic again. The father figure was like, I ain't trying to hear that shit. Like very quick with it, very like cut it real short. Like I'm not trying to hear that shit. Like basically, and the eldest son was like, say no mas. Like pulled out a gun and shot his father to death. Just one bullet. Boom. His father figure fell on the basketball court, and then, mind you, that was his father and the eldest son, youngest brother was there. His like that man's son was there and watched like this eldest son shoot his father, and that when I say that eldest son in the first of all, it was premeditated because that when that eldest son walked off the basketball court like it was nothing, left his small young child brother there to watch his father like dead on the basketball court, and then like there was like this other basketball court in the background on the right side of the 100% just got a message. So it's like, yeah, like this is factual. I don't know what this shit got to do with anything. I don't know if it was a movie. What I ain't watched this movie. I don't know what this shit was got going on. This could be really happening in real life to somebody. So like, there was a basketball court, an indoor basketball court on the right side of the basketball court, but it was like a gated basketball court. The court they was on wasn't gated, so something about like a gated and non-gated community, maybe like a community, like a family in a urban environment, and then a gated community, something like that. I don't know why basketball is very significant, except for like the song and the movie and stuff like that. What's it called? Like Mike. So at this gated basketball court on the right side, where this elder son was walking in the direction of, there was like a silver vehicle, at the other side of this indoor basketball court, and he was walking towards there. Now, in the dream, basically he had a getaway driver. Now in the dream, it was kind of like narrated like his homies and his girl was in this car waiting for him. Now, and it was narrated in his dream that the homies and his girl didn't know that he was premeditating to kill his father and then used him as like an escape driver. Now, his homie was in the front in the passenger seat and his girl was in the back seat. So what had happened was in the dream, his homie was in the car in the front seat. He really ain't seen nothing about them. But the girl was in the back seat, and I guess she had heard the gunshots when it was happening, so she immediately went on live. When she immediately went on live, she didn't know her man was the one who actually shot somebody and was walking towards her. So when he started walking towards her in the back seat of the vehicle, like the window, like the way the camera when she was on live in the dream, when the nigga walked up, his face was all in the camera, gun still in hand. I'm like, ah! Because it's like, dang, when that nigga walked up and seen his face on the live, because the girl, she was like, I don't know what just happened with it. Oh my gosh, like, did you just hear that? That nigga walking up with the gun in hand. That nigga was so shook in the dream, yo. That nigga was so shook in the dream. It was showing me his feelings or what he actually planned to do because of that shit. You could have dated somebody and they tried to use you for an alibi. Didn't let you know anything about. Didn't want to let you know anything about trying to use you for an alibi. You could have went live and it could have put somebody on blast, and you didn't even know because this person tried to put you like under an alibi. When that nigga walked up to the car and saw his face on live with him holding the gun, he wasn't mad at nobody else because obviously he didn't tell the people he was about to commit a crime and then come to them. He didn't know this girl was gonna go live. Like he didn't tell her not to go live. He didn't, like, so it's like it was his fault. This nigga first put the gun to his in his mouth and then tried to put the gun to his head. It's like this nigga. It's something. This ex he could have said something like it's kind of like he shot himself in the mouth. Like he said like what's the term for that shit? The saying. He could have overspoke. Nigga could have told somebody some shit. Like imagine you dating somebody. God forbid my life. You dating somebody and they go on live. Like your girl going live, and then you in the background, and you just talking about a crime or some shit in the background. This could be going on with your ex right now. The nigga thinking about killing himself. This nigga could already be like suicidal or some shit. Notes in regards to this message: father figure is abusive to women, premeditated murder of a man's own father. Something about raising Canaan and how he tried to kill his father. Now, mind you, in Raising Kanan, I have to mention it. If you never watched Raising Kanan, produced by 50 Cent, right? In Raising Kanan, Kanan thought his father was somebody else. And then his mother told him to kill his actual father, but he didn't know it was his father. Something about somebody family not right. You might have an ex-relative. Excuse me. You might have an ex-boyfriend and they family not right. Like from his mama to him, like his whole family not right. Like, and they be trying to hide a whole bunch of secrets. Probably getting caught up for that shit. There's something about if you watch the same Power series, there's Power Force. If you know the character D-Mac from Power killed his best friend. Now in that series, that 50 Cent also produced, making it 100 now. D-Mac is a character that very hot-headed, wild-tempered, don't think before he act, wanted to be about that gang life very bad. Like he got something to prove. Has a very good family dynamic for the most part. Got OGs in his family. But he could have lived a better life, but he chose to. He felt like that's all he could do, even though like it's something about people who come from like men in specific, a man or men in, that come from pretty good backgrounds in their family, have opportunities to do something else than being in an urban environment and just staying there for the rest of their life, but choosing that's what they want to do. That nigga killed his best friend because it was a situation where his best friend was given the opportunity to, here we go, your ex-lover could have a homie or could have had a homie that had the opportunity to betray your ex-lover for power positions in regards to fraternity, occult group, gangs, for example. But because that's his childhood best friend, he decided, not only was he not going to go against your ex-lover, he was going to let him know what was going on. Your ex-lover could have offed his homie, his best friend. Something about fate is very significant, or something was fated to happen. The word fried is very significant. There's a character from Power Book 2 named Effie, very significant. In Power Force, that 50 Cent also produced. There's another character that reminds me of Effie, but it's like a whole reversal because like in the one with D-Mac, he was dating this girl who went to Spelman College. And the Power Force 2, the Effie character, is someone who went to a prominent school. She needed money for school, so she just got into like gang life activities. I think she was into like cyber security and stuff like that. So like, I said Effie, and then for whatever reason, God was like, Eiffel Tower is very significant. Something about a tower moment happening with your ex lover. Someone's homies and lover are not in agreement of a premeditated plan. So like your ex lover could have your ex lover and their new lover and his homies, like they got a situation going on because your ex lover could have did some shit and could have tried to use those people, not you, in an alibi without their consent. And the lover, that person lover, your ex lover, their new lover could have went to his homies and was like, man, like I ain't fucking with such and such because he tried to do that bullshit, and they're like, word, we not fucking with that shit either. It's looking like a coup d'etat is about to happen. Something about woman protects herself. You protected yourself from a situation possibly by just leaving that person. Something about a silver gun. Yeah, ain't nothing cut that bitch up. Something about the song JoJo a little too late. It's just a little too late, a little too long, and I can't wait. You said you was not waiting for that fucking person. The person could have like cornrows or something. It's just a little too late. Like when by the time this person, this ex lover realized they made the wrong investments into other people, they're gonna be trying to come back your way. God is not going to let that happen. I just had a dream about that actually yesterday. Around like it's like somebody gonna try to come around you around Valentine's Day while you got actual things going on for yourself, and so well, your ex-lover gonna try to see if they can come back around Valentine's Day with nothing to fucking offer, bitch. This bitch gonna try to come around with some like you want to smoke some cannabis? Fuck no, nigga. You heard one of my favorite songs is Playboy Cardi Magnolia, right? Very melodic. Um, Something about Seven Deadly Sins, the cartoon anime. Meliodas. Then the last part of the dream was interesting because did that guy, the eldest son who shot his father and left his younger son, I don't know what that guy doing there. This eldest son who shot his father dead and premeditated murder had left his younger sibling brother there with the body and then left, tried to use his girl and his two homies as an alibi. They not in agreement with that shit, so he left them. He went back to the car shop in the dream, the garage, and then there was another nigga there. Then there was another nigga there, and the nigga was like, I'm running on money with this. And the nigga was like, I don't know who this man was. I don't know if it was an uncle or cousin or something like that. He was another older guy, looking like the father's age and stuff like that. And he was coming from the back of the shop, like, hey, like, what's going on? The nigga was coming into the car garage, car shop. It's an issue going on for your ex. I'm telling you. And the your ex lover or this eldest son or whatever the case may be was like begging, asking for a favor of this like uncle or guy of this car shop. That, mind you, he was like, it's like there could have been something about inheritance. Maybe like the car shop or the garage was his father's, and he was asking about maybe like having stake, a stock in this garage car shop. And his father figure was like, yeah, you're not ready for that shit. I ain't trying to hear that right now. Family business. We'll talk about that another day. He's like, you're taking too long. He tried to get his father out the way so he can then take ownership of the car shop, garage, whatever the case may be. So when he came there, he was asking, he probably needed that premeditated plan didn't really work out the way he needed to work out. So he needed to make other plans. Especially if he got his father out the way and then his younger sibling knew about the shit. So he went back to the shop asking the next person over there, like, hey, can you please give me a car, this and that. When I say he was begging, like, you would think because if his father owned the shop, he probably wouldn't have to beg. But I guess he didn't think about the other person who also was in charge of the car shop, because maybe like, I don't know, take the message how it resonates. So like he was like, "Babe, please let me get a car, lead a car," because he needed a getaway driver. Well, I guess the getaway driver is gonna be himself. When I say this man pulled out this weak ass, beat up ass car, like the car was so beat up, like you where the top of the hood of the engine was crumpled up, like I don't think like that, like sticking up. I was like, dang. That nigga was like, man, like this. At least I got a car. Like I don't know what's going on with your ex in some sort of vehicle, but it's like at least the nigga was like, at least I got a car. Get up out of here. This and third. And then this female, but before that, then turn around. It was like this Dell computer. It was a silver Dell computer attached to a desk on the left side point of view, looking out of the car shopping garage. And as I was looking at that, it was attached to the desk. I don't know what that's about. But as I was looking at that, a woman had approached. It was a lighter complexion woman would approach the garage car shop in like a Malibu type of vehicle. It was silver, I think. I don't know if it was silver, but it was a Malibu car. A Malibu or the fucked up car that eldest son had is like an Impala or an Acura. The woman who came to the shop had a Malibu. And like nothing wrong was with her car. I don't know why she came to the car shop. But I was just talking to my Aquarius sister sibling about the prices of tires and stuff like that, because the car didn't look fucked up. So she might just want to do maintenance to her car, get new tires and shit like that. The eldest son that just had off his father in premeditation. That nigga took one good look at this stranger, this woman's car, was like, I want that one. I want that one. I want that car. Like, something about like somebody wanting what you have, and like it's like somebody in a fucked up ass position doing fucked up ass shit, looking at you and your nice shit, and it's like they want what you have. Bitch, fuck off. Thursday, January 15th, 2026 at 4:58 a.m. In regards to Sagittarius, Capricorn, Cancer, and Scorpio zodiac and embodiments. In regards to Sagittarius embodiment, plan teacher travel, something new, trust your intuition. God is saying in regards to significant changes, your dream life, watch your dreams. In regards to Oshan, if you believe in that, value inner self-worth, a miracle coming in the form of a blessing. Protection, maternal, mother figure, very significant. Abundance reincarnation in regards to, excuse me, there's an issue with your enemy right now. Taking what you have and making more of what you need. Your 7th, your 1st, your 5th, your 2nd, your 6th, your 4th, and 8th house placements. Luck and success in regards to partnership or partnerships by using your personality and expressing yourself. This brings you finances and good health by using your maternal instincts and sharing your spiritual values. Notes in regards to this message. Learning from the past to gain good results for a better future. Something about a dream I had from 2014. I had 2 of them in specific. Something about a previous Virgo friend dream I had around the year 2013 and 2014. Something about 2023 and 2024, very significant. The years I left poverty and met my new lover. Something about the morning, very significant. So, in 2014, I had a previous friendship with a Virgo, and I'm no longer friends with her. But like, she had told me, I have this gift where like, if it's very significant, if someone has a dream and it pertains to me, especially if they tell me about it, God will allow me to see the dream from their point of view. I can see it in regards of like in a vision, or I can see it in an actual dream state after they tell me, and they tell me that they've dreamed about me. So the previous Virgo friend I had in 2014, early on, like 2013, 2014, she told me she had a dream that she had gave me a baby. It was, and I was just like, so like from my point of view, I have wrote notes in regards to it. Something about a mother figure, a Virgo, maybe something about church or your spiritual life. Give a baby, something about Aquarius. Aquarius is significant of children. A woman in regards to zodiac embodiments, Cancer, Pisces, Capricorn. Something about a pre-prediction, being at the right place at the right time. When I was previously friends with that Virgo, I was at the wrong. It was she was at the wrong place at the wrong time, basically. So that's why I'm not friends with her no more because I don't want to be around people who is in the wrong place at the wrong time. Let me. Anything else y'all say in the comment section? What's going on? Wow, 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 wow. Yeah, Taco said the tea is so good right now. Right? Oh, you asked if I'm some Casey in the comment section asked if I'm from Somalia or I'm Somalian. No, but thank you. I take the compliment to a certain extent. I ain't mad at it. Dang. I ain't I don't feel bad, but like I literally had to come on here and do the channel messages because like somebody literally don't want me to. So like I was just watching my I was watching a really good movie and I was like, do the message now. Do the message now. They trying to fuck with you right now. Do it right now. I just did 4 messages last message. And well basically 5 and now I'm doing 2 now. That makes 7. But I don't mind it because I have so many messages like I really want to get out to y'all. Anywho, I guess Somalians is in the chat right now. Hey, I ain't from there, but you know. Channel message. You had to leave certain friends, lovers in the past for your self betterment. You might be having a baby, starting a family with your previous friend's ex-lover or one of your ex-lover's friends. What's this? So I had this dream in 2014, right? It was like this man and woman were walking through a gas station, and you couldn't see the male lover, but what I could see is that the woman and the man together, they were very, very happy. So maybe like a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, very significant. You might have had an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius lover in the past that you were very happy with, but maybe it was like some you could have been doing business with, or was a businessman of some sort, and you were very happy together. Y'all both really loved each other or really liked each other, something like that. You were happy with this lover, and then they came out of the parking lot, and it was a gas station. Something about Taurus, Virgo, Scorpio, very significant embodiments. And when the woman and the man left out of the gas station, I had this dream twice, and there was 2 different parallel messages. The first dream I had outside of the gas station was these long, wild, grassy areas that them tall grass you be seeing out in like in the countries and stuff like that. And there was my Pisces ex lover and my previous Virgo friend, and the Pisces ex lover had shot the man that the woman was walking with dead, and the woman was observing the situation. It was saying something about that previous Virgo friend, like she had a secret that either she wanted you to keep or she was keeping from you, and then the Pisces ex lover like shot that nigga and just dipped, like went into hiding. So there's that. And the second part of the dream, in parallel, because it was the same dream, just an alternate version. The Virgo who was keeping the secret, behind her was a garbage dumpster behind her. Basically just God just showed me dream straight like that bitch is trash. Leave her the fuck alone. That bitch is trash. That bitch is just trash. She was holding a secret from me, whatever the case may be. That ex-lover, behind him was a large hedge bush. So that could be talking about him being a part of a fraternity, a cult group, some sort of gang or something like that. And then he hid behind the hedge bush. And the woman was observing the same situation also. Notes I wrote in regards to this message, something about an entertainer, something about a prediction. A mother got rid of their child because a man sexually assaulted her kid and she kept a secret. Your justice is emotional fulfillment. Someone did something unjust to your male lover and thought they had kept it hidden in regards of an inheritance. Tried to keep you in the dark, but God brought it to light. # enlightenment. Um, this could be something about an ex-lover of yours. They could be an entertainer in the entertainment industry, or a Leo. Now, in regards to this previous friend, this is a previous friend that's either a Virgo. This is a previous friend that you could know from church. Very significant. Something about Aquarius is very significant. A mother figure, Cancer, Virgo, Pisces, Capricorn, kept a secret child, got rid of them. Could have been a partnership, directly or indirectly, with this man. Because like I said, like what I said in the notes just before. This was supposed to be an SNR message, but fuck it. Let's put it all together. Channel messages. You were happy in a secretive relationship with your lover in the past. A female friend of yours then enlisted your previous abuser to murder your male ex-lover. Your male ex-lover worked as a sanitation worker and or a garbage man, but in all actuality was a prominent leader of some sort of organization. He had a friend who knew the plans against him. They worked together. The previous female friend you had helped devise a plan to murder your previous male ex-lover by insisting that your previous abuser kill him to take his position as leader of the organization. They thought this was hidden. Your previous friend is trash. Another message. Your male ex-lover is homosexual. He had a romantic relationship with his homie within an organization. Your ex murdered his homie in a setup. Message, bitch.